So I scaled all the textures on here in a box format to 30, just to equally apply some of the texturing there. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's about what we want. It's hard to see it in the back there because of the black, but yeah. Alright, now the next thing we're going to have to do here is set up the nodes and the markers. What you're going to do for that is first create a box. Let's make this one blue. Make it 5 by 5 by 5. This is our frame, first frame. It's going to be called frame gun mount base. And basically just put that somewhere in the base. I'm just going to put it there. Now make another frame and call this one frame gun. Move that in here. Now this is important, the placement, because it's going to basically determine where the top part is going to rotate. So you want to get that in right about where the rotating part of the base is, which is this circular thing, and it's going to rotate here. Now recreate the frame and call this one frame barrels, and just put that anywhere near the barrels, centered up with the barrels nicely, so that when we spin the barrels they won't look retarded. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is link the base to the frame gun mount base, link the barrels to the frame barrels, link the gun to the frame gun. And now you have everything set up nicely. Why don't you go ahead and save. The barrels attached, the gun attached, the base attached. You're going to want to take the frame gun and attach it to the base, the frame gun mount base. And then take the barrels, the frame barrels, and attach them to frame gun. Now everything is set up so that it's in a hierarchy. So if I take the gun here and I rotate it, it's going to rotate like that. And if I take the frame base and rotate it, it's going to rotate everything. And that's what we want. Now we're going to set up the nodes and markers, which is, there are about 10 of them. And what you're going to do here is take a sphere, make the sphere radius of about 2, and call this hash gunner. And you're going to want to move that to where you think about the gunner is going to be standing, which is going to be, based on my experience, right about there. That's where his torso is, the pelvis. It's like he's not going to be standing up straight like that. He's going to have his knees bent a little bit, and then his this area here is going to line up there. So that's where the gunner is. Alright, once again, I'll get a little speed up the video here when I can test that gun part for the sake of time. Adjust it accordingly. So, enjoy. You're going to want to create another one. Oh, I forgot. Make these blue. I like blue. Alright, create another one and call this one Gunner Enter. And put that where he's going to be entering the turret from, which is a little bit behind the turret. And he's just going to hop on there and get to his gunner position. Now create another one called camera gunner. I don't know exactly what this is for. It's the only one that I really don't know what it does, but I put it in there anyway because it was in the hogs nodes as well. Alright, now we're going to create the gunner's feet, which are going to be down here. Call this gunner right foot. And we're going to move this just a little bit to the right. That's where he's going to put his right foot. And then create another one, left foot. Okay, so there's right and left feet. And now we're going to select all of those that we just made and attach them to the frame gun mount base so that all those move with the base. Now we're going to create 4 more, which are going to be attached to the gun. These are the right and left hands, called gunner left hand. And just move that a little bit here. That's his left hand. And then create another one, right hand. Oops. Okay. Now we have the triggers. This one is the primary trigger. It's where the bullet comes out of, right at the end. Primary trigger. And just, since the barrel is going to be spinning, and the bullet's always going to come out of the top one, so you're going to want to have it right up against the top there. Alright, just add a little bit down. Okay, and then primary ejection, which is, you know when you shoot the gun, and if you have a good graphics card, you see all the little shells, the case shells coming out of the side. That's the primary ejection, and it's just going to shoot out the side there. Move that a little bit. 6.5, 44. And just going to rotate this a little bit. It's kind of hard to see because it's a sphere, but basically now it's just going to do a little bit more of this instead of just kind of falling down there. Okay, now you have all of these set up. Now you're going to want to take the ones that you just made, which are the trigger, ejection, and the 2 hands, right hand, left hand. And you're going to want to select and attach these to frame gun so that these ones move when you move the frame gun. So your hierarchy now looks like this. Now you're going to want to go ahead and export this in models as roller.jms. And then we're going to do some animating.